Mexico is a country full of contrasts, history, and color. Each of its cities holds a unique essence that blends its colonial past, cultural richness, and the warmth of its people. Across the entire nation, there are cities that stand out not only for their architectural beauty, but also for their atmosphere, gastronomy, and traditions. Let's take a look at 15 of the most beautiful cities in Mexico. But before we begin, tell me in the comments, which city do you think is the most beautiful? Number 15, Aguascalientes. Located in the heart of Mexico, Aguascalientes stands out as one of the most beautiful and charming cities in the country, with a perfect blend of history, modernity, and tradition. This city offers an unforgettable experience to everyone who visits. Its calm atmosphere, its colonial architecture, and its green spaces make it an ideal destination to enjoy Mexican culture with a touch of elegance and order. One of the greatest attractions of Aguascalientes is its beautiful historic center, where its cobblestone streets, old facades, and lively plazas reflect its deep colonial legacy. Imposing and majestic Cathedral Basilica of Our Lady of the Assumption is a symbol of the city and a witness to its colonial past. The city is also known for being home to the iconic National Fair of San Marcos, one of the most important in Mexico and Latin America. During this event, Aguascalientes fills with music, color, and tradition, attracting visitors from all over the country and the world. Aguascalientes combines historical charm with modernity, showcased through its industrial parks, shopping centers, and its efficient urban infrastructure. Places like the San Marcos Garden, the Plaza de las Tres Centurias, and the National Museum of Death capture the diversity of experiences it offers, from tranquility and nature to contemporary art and fascinating history. Without a doubt, Aguascalientes is the jewel at the center of the country, a destination that captivates with its simplicity, its culture, and its big heart. Long live Aguascalientes. Number 14, Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta is without a doubt one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico, a place where Mexican tradition and natural charm blend in a truly unique way. Located on the shores of the Pacific, this Jaliscan gem combines golden beaches, turquoise seas, and a warm atmosphere that wins over every visitor. Its iconic Malecon is the vibrant heart of the city. Contemporary sculptures, street artists, local cuisine, and unforgettable sunset views make every walk a special experience. The historic center, with its cobblestone streets and the emblematic parish of Our Lady of Guadalupe, preserves a picturesque feeling that reflects the most authentic Mexican traditions. Beyond its urban and natural beauty, Puerto Vallarta is a paradise for adventure and nature lovers, from exploring the Sierra Madre Occidental to practicing water sports or sailing through Banderas Bay to spot dolphins and whales. The activities are as diverse as they're fascinating. Its warm and welcoming atmosphere, along with its gastronomic, cultural, and tropical offerings, make Puerto Vallarta a destination that captivates you at every step. A city that is not just visited, but lived, enjoyed, and remembered. Number 13, Mexico City. Known as CDMX, Mexico City is without a doubt one of the most beautiful and fascinating cities in the entire country. It is a vibrant metropolis where the old and the modern coexist in perfect harmony. Its beauty lies in the diversity of its urban landscapes, its cultural richness, its ancient history, and its endless energy. That makes it the true heart of Mexico. Walking through its streets is like traveling through centuries of history. In its historic center, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you can admire architectural gems such as the Metropolitan Cathedral, the National Palace, and the ruins of the Templo Mayor, all witnesses of both pre-Hispanic and colonial splendor. CDMX also dazzles with its cultural wealth. It is home to some of the most important museums in the continent, including the National Museum of Anthropology, the Frida Kahlo Museum, and the Somaya Museum. Each offers a different window into Mexican identity, from indigenous roots to the most cutting-edge expressions of modern art. Its neighborhoods are like small worlds within the great city, Coyoacán, with its cobblestone streets and bohemian atmosphere, San Angel with its colonial charm, Roma and Condesa with their Art Deco architecture and lively nightlife, or Xochimilco with its colorful canals and festive trajineras. Together, they make CDMX a mosaic of styles and traditions. And of course, the city's gastronomy is an incomparable delight, from tacos al pastor on a street corner to world-renowned fine dining. The warmth of its people, its street art, its parks like Chapultepec, and its endless cultural offerings make Mexico City a place that truly captivates anyone who visits. Number 12, Guadalajara. The capital of the state of Jalisco is, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful and emblematic cities in Mexico, known as the Pearl of the West. It blends history, culture, tradition, and modernity in a setting full of color and energy. It's a city that captivates both its residents and anyone visiting. For the first time, the heart of Guadalajara beats in its historic center, where architectural gems stand out, such as the impressive Metropolitan Cathedral with its iconic yellow towers and the Degollado Theater, one of the most beautiful in the country. Nearby, plazas like the Rotunda de los Jaliscienses Illustres, Plaza de Armas, and the Hospicio Cabanas, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, reflect the cultural wealth that defines the city. Guadalajara is also the cradle of deeply Mexican symbols such as mariachi and tequila, both internationally recognized. Every year, the city hosts the International Mariachi and Churreria Festival, an event that attracts visitors from around the world. And its proximity to the magical town of Tequila allows travelers to enjoy agave-filled landscapes that are a source of pride for Jalisco. Its traditional neighborhoods like Tlaquepaque and Tinala offer art, gastronomy, and local crafts, while areas such as Providencia and Andars show the contemporary and cosmopolitan side of the city. With its warm atmosphere, its hospitality, and its festive spirit, Guadalajara represents the essence of a Mexico that is both traditional and modern. It's a city that enchants, inspires, and leaves an unforgettable mark on everyone who gets to know it. Number 11, Monterrey. Known as the Sultan of the North, Monterrey perfectly combines the modernity of a great metropolis with the majesty of its natural surroundings, framed by impressive mountains like Cerro de la Silla, Cerro de las Mitras, and Cerro del Obispedo, which shape its landscape in a spectacular way. This city is a true example of progress, innovation, and regional pride. Its modern architecture, reflected in skyscrapers like Torre Obispedo, one of the tallest in Latin America, and its wide avenues blend with its history and traditions. The historic downtown is home to landmarks such as the Macro Plaza, one of the largest squares in the world, which connects to the imposing government palace and the Mexican History Museum, places that preserve the cultural essence of the region. One of its most impressive attractions is the Santa Lucia Riverwalk, a navigable artificial canal that links the Macro Plaza with Fundadora Park. The latter is an icon of urban transformation, a former industrial complex turned into a green space and cultural hub that houses museums, exhibition centers, the Banamex Auditorium, and the famous Horno 3, a symbol of the city's steelmaking past. Monterrey is also recognized for its gastronomy, especially its grilled meats, cabrito, and flour tortillas, true symbols of northern Mexico. Its hardworking, friendly, and proud people give life to a city that stands out not only for its natural beauty, but also for its entrepreneurial spirit and hospitality. Monterrey is undoubtedly a northern jewel that represents the industrial, cultural, and modern heart of Mexico. Number 10, Tascado Larcón. Without a doubt, one of the most beautiful and charming cities in Mexico. Taxco is famous for its colonial architecture, its cobblestone streets, and its rich silversmithing tradition. This magical town combines history, culture, and natural beauty in an environment that feels frozen in time. The streets of Taxco are cobblestone, narrow, winding, and adapted to the rugged hills where the town was built. Many of them go up and down steep slopes, creating spectacular panoramic views and picturesque corners at every turn. Walking through these streets means discovering small plazas, fountains, flower-covered balconies, and white facades shining under the Guerrero sun. The heart of the city is the parish of Santa Prisca and San Sebastian, an architectural jewel from the 18th century. Its imposing Baroque facade and richly decorated interior with golden altarpieces are a testament to the splendor of the colonial era. Around it, the Borda Square vibrates with local life. Known as the City of Silver, Taxco owes much of its fame to its mining tradition. Since colonial times, it was one of the main silver-producing centers in the country. Today, that heritage is reflected in its many workshops and artisan shops where master silversmiths create true works of art. Each piece reflects the skill and passion passed down through generations, making Taxco an ideal destination for lovers of art and jewelry. Among its hills, its art, its history, and its kind people, Taxco rises as a colonial treasure that captivates everyone who visits. It is a city that blends the beauty of the past with the vitality of the present, a magical place that captures the essence of Mexico. Number 9. Orizaba. Located in the heart of the state of Veracruz, Orizaba is considered one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico thanks to its perfect blend of history, nature, and architecture. Surrounded by mountains, and with the majestic Pico de Orizaba as its natural guardian, this city offers stunning landscapes and a charming colonial atmosphere that captivates all its visitors. The historic center of Orizaba stands out for its clean, well-preserved streets adorned with European-style buildings that reflect the French and Spanish influence of the 19th and 20th centuries. Among its architectural jewels is the Iron Palace, a unique structure in Mexico, designed by the famous engineer Eiffel and built entirely of metal. Today it houses museums and cultural offices, becoming a symbol of pride for the people of Orizaba. The city also features natural spaces of great beauty, such as the Orizaba River Walk, a route along the river that crosses the city and where you can enjoy a small zoo, hanging bridges, and green areas ideal for walking or relaxing. The Orizaba cable car, one of the longest in Mexico, offers a spectacular panoramic view of the city and the surrounding mountains. In addition to its natural and architectural beauty, Orizaba is a place full of cultural life. Its festivities, such as the Carnival or the celebrations in honor of Saint Michael the Archangel, reflect the joy and traditions of its people. In short, Orizaba is a Veracruz treasure that combines history, art, nature, and hospitality, making it one of the most beautiful and charming cities in all of Mexico. Number 8. Campeche. The capital of the state that shares its name, Campeche is one of Mexico's most beautiful cities thanks to its perfect blend of history, color, colonial architecture, and a peaceful atmosphere that embraces every visitor. Its historic center, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a living testament to its viceregal past and one of the best-preserved urban areas in the country. Walking through its streets feels like hearing the echo of ancient walls, forts, and bastions that once protected the city from pirates and corsairs, giving it a character unlike any other in Mexico. The first thing people fall in love with in Campeche are its colorful facades. Colonial houses painted in pastel pinks, blues, yellows, and greens create a vibrant palette that brings life to its cobblestone alleys and quiet plazas. Every building seems to tell a story, from old stately mansions to centuries-old temples that preserve the region's Baroque and neoclassical essence. The city's slow, calming rhythm invites visitors to pause, observe, and breathe in the serenity that surrounds them. The city also stands out for its Malecon, one of the most beautiful waterfronts on the Gulf of Mexico. Whether it's sunrise or sunset, the ocean views become a spectacle of light and color that encourages you to stroll or simply admire the stillness of the horizon. Along this seaside walkway, you'll find sculptures, parks, and spaces where tradition and modernity coexist harmoniously. Its visual charm, tangible history, warm people, and tranquil atmosphere make Campeche one of Mexico's most beautiful and special cities. Visiting it feels like discovering a treasure protected by ancient walls, where time seems to move at its own enchanting pace. Number 7. Querétaro. Officially known as Santiago de Querétaro, it is one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico thanks to its deep historical heritage, impeccably preserved architecture, and vibrant cultural life that coexists harmoniously with modernity. Located in the heart of the country, this city stands out as a place where centuries of history intertwine with contemporary growth, making it a national reference point. One of Querétaro's greatest charms is its historic center, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its cobblestone streets, Baroque temples, and colonial mansions create a setting that feels frozen in time. The Temple of Santa Rosa de Viterbo, with its exuberant Baroque style, and the majestic Querétaro Aqueduct, with its 74 arches rising impressively over the city, are iconic landmarks that tell the story of its grand viceregal past. Likewise, plazas such as Jardinzenia or the 5 de Mayo walkway invite visitors to stroll peacefully while enjoying the warm, bohemian atmosphere. Querétaro is also a dynamic and modern city. In its newer districts, such as Juriquilla and El Refugio, you'll find residential developments, shopping centers, universities, and spaces that have transformed the city into an important economic and technological hub. The coexistence of tradition and modernity is one of its most defining characteristics. A place where you can admire a 16th century convent in the morning and enjoy contemporary cuisine at an innovative restaurant in the afternoon. In addition, Querétaro is known for its safety, quality of life, and proximity to other major destinations in the Bajío and central Mexico. Its cultural offerings, including museums, theaters, festivals, and outdoor activities, make it an ideal destination both for tourists and for those seeking a pleasant place to live. In summary, Querétaro stands out as one of the most beautiful cities in the country. Elegant, historic, orderly, and vibrant. A place where every corner has something special to offer. Number 6. Morelia. The capital of the state of Michoacán is recognized as one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico thanks to its impressive historical richness, unique architecture, and an atmosphere full of tradition. Founded in 1541, this city preserves one of the largest and best-maintained historic centers in the country, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Walking through its cobblestone streets feels like traveling back in time, where every pink stone facade tells centuries worth of history and art. The majesty of the Morelia Cathedral is perhaps the city's most iconic symbol. Its towers, among the tallest in Mexico, rise imposingly over the Morelia skyline. Its nighttime light and music show draws both locals and visitors who enjoy the relaxed ambience that characterizes the historic center. Around it, plazas, cafes, and colonial buildings create the perfect setting to stroll and experience everyday Mexican life. Another one of Morelia's charms is its vibrant cultural scene. The city hosts the renowned Morelia International Film Festival, one of the most important cinematic events in the country. The Morelia Aqueduct, with its more than 250 arches, showcases the architectural grandeur of the viceregal era, while the Sanctuary of Guadalupe, famous for its lavish, richly decorated interior, leaves visitors speechless. Morelia blends history, architectural beauty, vibrant culture, and a warm, welcoming atmosphere, positioning itself as one of the most beautiful and fascinating cities in Mexico. Every corner invites you to discover, admire, and fall in love with its essence. Number 5. Guanajuato. The capital of the state of the same name is without a doubt one of the most beautiful and fascinating cities in Mexico. A place where history, culture, and architectural beauty come together in a setting that feels straight out of a storybook. Its urban layout, full of tunnels, narrow alleys, and colorful houses built into the mountainous terrain, makes it a city unlike any other in the country or the world. Walking through its streets means tracing centuries of mining tradition, colonial splendor, and a cultural legacy that remains alive to this day. One of Guanajuato's most distinctive features is its viceregal architecture. Buildings such as the Basilica Colegiata de Nuestra Señora de Guanajuato, the Church of La Compañía, and the majestic University of Guanajuato represent the Baroque and neoclassical brilliance that defines the city. Every facade tells a story, and every plaza invites you to pause and admire its visual harmony. Its cobblestone streets, narrow and winding, are best explored on foot, allowing you to enjoy the city with all your senses. The underground tunnels, which once served as channels to control floods, now operate as roadways that turn Guanajuato into a charming labyrinth. Added to this are its legendary alleyways, the most famous being the Alley of the Kiss, known for its romantic story that draws couples from all around the world. Guanajuato is also the birthplace of the Festival Internacional Cervantino, one of the most important cultural events in Latin America. During this celebration, the city transforms into a vibrant stage where music, theater, dance, and artistic expressions from all corners of the world converge. Its museums, including the famous Mummies of Guanajuato Museum, the Museo del Pueblo, and the Diego Rivera House, enrich any visit with perspectives on its past and its iconic figures. With its colonial charm, artistic atmosphere, and festive spirit, Guanajuato stands as one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico, a treasure that captivates every visitor who discovers it. Number 4. Puebla. The capital of the state of Puebla is considered one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico, thanks to its harmonious blend of history, colonial architecture, culinary tradition, and vibrant cultural atmosphere that sets it apart within the country. Founded in 1531, the city preserves an exceptional architectural legacy seen in its grand mansions, temples, and cobblestone streets, making it a true historical treasure. One of Puebla's greatest attractions is its stunning historic center, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Here you'll find jewels such as the Puebla Cathedral, whose elegant design and towering spires dominate the main square. Not far from it, the Church of Santo Domingo houses the Chapel of the Rosario, a dazzling example of new Spanish Baroque covered in gold, once called the eighth wonder of the world for its extraordinary beauty. Facades adorned with talavera tiles and red brick embellish many buildings, giving the cityscape a distinctive and unforgettable character. The city is also famous for its rich gastronomy, considered one of the most iconic in all of Mexico. Dishes like mole poblano, chiles en nogada, semitas, and camates reflect a culinary tradition that blends indigenous ingredients and techniques with European influences. Puebla also stands out for its cultural dynamism. Its museums, such as the Amparo Museum and the International Museum of the Baroque, offer unique experiences for those seeking to delve deeper into art and history. The natural surroundings that frame the city, with iconic volcanoes such as Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl, add a majestic touch to its landscape. All of this makes Puebla an enchanting city where past and present coexist in perfect harmony, reaffirming its place as one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico. Number 3. San Miguel de Allende. Located in the heart of the state of Guanajuato, San Miguel de Allende is considered one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico thanks to its perfect blend of history, art, colonial architecture, and a vibrant cultural atmosphere that sets it apart from the rest of the country. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this city captivates every visitor with its picturesque charm and timeless elegance. One of the most iconic elements of San Miguel is the Parroquia de San Miguel Arcángel, with its distinctive neo-Gothic pink cantera facade rising over the historic center. This church is not only the symbol of the city, but also a gathering place that reflects daily life, where locals and tourists come together to enjoy the relaxed ambience of the main square. Around it, the cobblestone streets wind through perfectly preserved colonial mansions, their balconies draped with bougainvilleas that add color and romantic flair. San Miguel de Allende is also synonymous with art. Dozens of galleries, workshops, and open studios turn the city into a paradise for creatives and lovers of the visual arts. Walking through San Miguel is a sensory experience. Cozy cafes, restaurants offering both traditional and contemporary cuisine, artisan markets, and rooftop terraces with panoramic views create an atmosphere that enchants from the very first moment. As evening falls, the golden light washes over its facades and alleyways, transforming every corner into a perfect postcard. San Miguel de Allende combines beauty, history, culture, and hospitality, solidifying its place as one of the most stunning and captivating cities in Mexico. Every visit leaves a lasting impression, always inviting you to return and discover new details within its endless charm. Number 2, Mérida. The charming capital of Yucatán is without a doubt one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico. A place where history, culture, and quality of life intertwine to create a unique and deeply captivating atmosphere. Known as the White City, Mérida stands out for its majestic architecture, unmatched hospitality, and a peaceful lifestyle that invites you to slow down and enjoy every moment. Every corner seems to preserve the echo of the past while naturally embracing the dynamism and modernity of the present. The heart of the city is its historic center, one of the largest and best preserved in the country. Walking through its cobblestone streets means encountering architectural gems, such as the Cathedral of San Ildefonso, the oldest cathedral on the American continent, built with stones from ancient Mayan temples. Nearby, the government palace and Casa de Montejo tell the story, through their walls and facades, of the blend of cultures that shaped Yucatecan identity. Tree-lined plazas, always filled with music, artisans, and local families, reveal Mérida's warmest and most welcoming side. The iconic Paseo de Montejo adds a European touch to the city with its grand Porphyrian mansions that evoke the golden age of Hennecken. Today, many of these residences operate as museums, galleries, or restaurants, seamlessly blending tradition and modernity. Mérida also stands out for its safety, cleanliness, and the kindness of its people, qualities that make both visitors and residents fall deeply in love with the city. It is a place where the past and present coexist in perfect harmony, creating a beauty that is not only seen, but felt in every moment. Number 1, Zacatecas. Zacatecas is one of those cities that seems suspended in time, wrapped in a soft pink glow reflected on its majestic colonial buildings carved from quarry stone. Considered one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico, and for many, the most beautiful, Zacatecas blends history, art, mysticism, and an architectural elegance that few places can match. Walking through its cobblestone streets means discovering a city that breathes culture in every corner and proudly preserves the essence of colonial Mexico. The heart of Zacatecas beats in its stunning cathedral basilica, a masterpiece of new Spanish Baroque that dazzles with its intricately carved pink stone facade. Every figure, every relief, and every column tells a story, recalling the splendor of a time when Zacatecas was one of the most important mining cities in the world. One of the features that makes Zacatecas truly unique is its geography. A city embraced by hills, including the famous Cerro de la Bufa, from where the panoramic view is absolutely unforgettable. From the top, Zacatecas reveals itself as a harmonious tapestry of color. Red rooftops, historic temples, and narrow streets woven together like threads in an intricate design. The cable car connecting the hills offers a magical visual experience, showing the city in all its grandeur. Its rich cultural atmosphere is another of its treasures. Zacatecas is home to extraordinary museums such as the Rafael Coronel Museum and the Pedro Coronel Museum, both of which contain art collections unlike any other in the country. Its mining heritage also left behind surprising spaces like La Mina del Eden, an underground tour that takes visitors deep into the history that shaped the city. At night, Zacatecas transforms. Warm lighting bathes its colonial facades, creating a romantic ambience perfect for wandering through its narrow alleys, listening to traditional music, or joining a lively calajanita with tambora. There is a poetic charm in the air, one that makes every visitor fall in love. Zacatecas is not only one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico. For many, it is the country's ultimate jewel. A place where history, architecture, culture, and landscape come together to form a truly incomparable destination. Every visit leaves a lasting mark, as if the city whispered to travelers that there will always be something more to discover. Mexico is filled with extraordinary cities, each with its own history, charm, and unique beauty. The truth is, every city in Mexico deserves a spot on this list, but it would be impossible to include them all in a single video. If your city didn't appear today, it doesn't mean it isn't beautiful. On the contrary, Mexico is so diverse and so rich that there will always be more destinations to explore. thank you for watching until the end, for supporting this content, and for sharing the love for our incredible Mexico. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss more videos like this.